Coming on stage now, we have another epic comedy, our first timer. I've been trying to get this gentleman here for quite a bit. We finally made it happen tonight. He's very funny. You're gonna love him. Coming out of Wilmington, North Carolina, please make him feel some Huntsville love. Here comes Drew Harrison!
Oh, hey guys. Thanks for coming out. I think if you tell one of your friends a plan of yours or something you're about to do, and they use your name in their response, like that's just Drew being Drew, they find you whimsical, playful. But if you tell them that same plan and they respond, hey man, you do you, that means you're being a dick. They still feel like arguing with you about it. I'm in my 30s now. Any 30s? 30 years? 30-something? Good. I think it's a sweet spot, you know? Yeah. He's not gonna check, right? Okay, good. But it's better. I'm enjoying it a lot more than my 20s. You know, like I have a little bit more money. Not a lot, but some. And I'm not as inclined to do too many stupid decisions as I used to in my 20s. Like when I was in my 20s, I met with a tattoo artist about getting I ams what I ams across my stomach. So I'm glad I didn't have the money for that. But I learned everything's changed. You know, like every decade you start over. Like even expressions are different now. Like the expression friends with benefits. When you're in your 20s, it means you got a friend, gives you some benefits on the side. Now I'm in my 30s, friends with benefits just means I'm happy my buddy Chris got a job with health insurance. If I get that rash checked out he's had since 2008. From probably too many friends with benefits. I don't know. Realized the other day though that I'm 33 years old, don't know how water towers work. Like is that all of our water? Is that in case of emergency water? Like, did we stop using them 40 years ago but all the towns are like, I mean, it's got our name on it. I don't think anyone has. I googled it. Googled like shit, dude. I don't know. So if anyone comes from old water tower money, I got questions after the show. A buddy of mine called me up the other day. He's like, hey man, you got a second? I was like, sure, what's up? He's like, I need to vent real quick. I was like, what's up? Lay it on me. He said, well, my kid got in trouble at school today. It's like, your kid's an angel. What did he do in school? It's like, well, they had to write a poem about Native Americans, and the teacher thought his was insensitive. Now, I didn't know how to not come across as an asshole, but it just blurted out, like, I need to read that poem. So he sent me the poem, and I'd like to read it for you tonight. Just keep in mind, he's a good kid, all right? He's a good kid. Here we go. And if you've read some of his work, keep it to yourself, okay? All my friends call me Bear Claw. The village chieftain is my pawpaw. He gets his orders from my mama. She makes him walk the line. You can find me in my wigwam. I'll be beating on my tom-tom. Pull out the pipe and smoke you some. Hey, pass it around. Cause I'm an Indian outlaw. Half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa. She's one of a kind. And he stayed on the line with me while I read that, and I was like, Jesus, dude, I can see why I got in trouble. Plagiarizing Tim McGraw's 1994 smash hit, Indian Outlaw. He's like, nah, dude, his teacher was 2 in 94. She just thought it was a shitty poem. I was like, fair enough. But it's tough. I wouldn't want to be a kid nowadays, you know. I wouldn't want to go through that. Like kids are mean, you know what I mean? Like, and we're still out here throwing out these proud parent stickers on the back of everybody's cars. Look, it's 2019. Everyone's offended by stuff. That's what I'm offended by. It's proud. Stop throwing your kids' education in my faces. I'm not saying you got to get rid of your stickers. We just need some diversity in the sticker game. Like, where is the sticker proud parent of a kid figuring out at community college? Huh? Where's that sticker at? How about proud parent of an assistant manager at Subway? Huh, where's that sticker at? Can we at least get proud parent of the best damn roommate a parent can ask for? Huh? Can we get that sticker? It's time to step it up, alright? Got a really bad speeding ticket this year. Had to get a lawyer for it. The cop clocked me at DUI in a 35. So I had to get a lawyer for that one. And I met with him and he's like, all right man, walk me through what happened that night. And I was like, I got to the field sobriety test. And I was like, he made me pick up a leg and count to 30. And my lawyer stopped me. He's like, now before you did that, did he ask you if you had any knee or lower back problems? Cause you look like a guy that might have knee or lower back problems. I was like, what? He's like, keep going. Then I got to the straight line and then the little turns and then the straight line. He stopped me again. He's like, now did you have trouble with the little turns? Because you look like a guy that might have trouble with the little... My lawyer's whole defense is that I was fat and injury-ridden. I was like, let's go for it, man. Let's see where this gets us. Still lost. Still paid a guy to fat shame me in public. Still lost. But it's bound to happen. You know, I had too many of those situations. I'm not saying that was my Tuesdays, you know what I mean? But we've all been there. We've all gotten lucky before. Like, we've all been pulled over and said out loud, well, this is how I go to gym. Did that one time I got pulled over. I was like, yep, this is how I go to jail. And my buddy beside me was like, I have weed in my pocket. This is not how we go to jail. He's like, be cool. I was like, all right. So to me, be cool was to shut the car off, but keep my hands at 10 and 2 and look straight ahead. Cop came up to the window, asked for my license. I handed it to him, right back to 10 and 2. He paused. It felt like 5 minutes. I'm sure it was 30 seconds. He came back and he was like, Mr. Harrison, still playing baseball? I was like, what's up? He's like, are you still playing baseball? I was like, no sir, I retired. Granted, I'm 20 at the time. I retired. He's like, that's a shame. You were a damn fine t-ball player. It was my t-ball coach that had pulled me over. So I'm saying most athletes have to wait till they're famous to get privileges. I'm beating cases off my t-ball days. So it's just a fun way for me to tell you I peaked at 4. I went to the doctor because that's just some things you do as an adult. No one told us that. Like, yeah, you gotta go once a year, at least. Like, alright. So my fiance was smart. She knew that if she booked all these appointments, I would at least go out of courtesy and to get out of work. So she booked me like a sleep apnea test, obviously, and then blood work. And at the end of the week, she booked me the big face-to-face with the doctor. This is when he tells me I'm gonna die. So I do the test, I go for the doctor face-to-face, and what do they do immediately? They hit you right in the stomach, they put you on the scale right away. So I go on the scale and the number plate's turned so just the nurse can see it. And she hits me with a, I don't know what number could be worse than Next up was blood pressure. She thought she was going to be 2 for 2. Joke's on her. Great blood pressure. So good, she took it a second time. Even better the second time. Because that's just the petty person that I am. That's when I got to look at her and go, So we walk in and talk to the doctor. And if there's any other big dudes in the audience, you know when you go see the doctor, you have that speech prepared. You know he's going to tell you to lose weight. But if you bring it up first, it's almost like you beat him a little bit. Like it's a little bit better. Like, I said it first. So I had that ready. I had that ready to go in the back pocket. And he walked in. He's like, Mr. Harrison, you don't have sleep apnea. Your blood work was excellent. And I thought he was about to hit me with the but. So I steered into it. I was like, I know, man. I know I need to lose a little bit of weight. We'll do this. He's like, I mean, if you want to. I was like, what's up? He said, I can't medically tell you to lose any weight. So I pulled out my phone and had him record. I recorded him saying that again. And this past Thanksgiving, when I was on plate number 3, and Cheryl chimed in with some bullshit like, hey Drew, you know 3 out of 4 doctors say what you eat in your 30s comes back and bites you in your 60s. I pulled out my phone, I was like, well, Aunt Cheryl, 1 out of 1 doctor says you need to mind your own damn business, alright? Guys, I'm Drew Harrison, y'all enjoy the rest of your night.